Oh. Hello and morning. Welcome to a dry, cool, bit dull day in Manchester. Another Monday morning news. Okay, right then. So I've had a few problems this weekend. Apple decided that they would release a new operating system, and I thought, being a fool, I went and installed it, and it's on a Mac Mini. I got a Mac. I bought a Mac Mini last year to replace my ailing, 6-7 year old iMac, and oh my god, it just won't wake up. Anyway, so I finally got it to wake up this morning, and I've checked all support forums. It seems to be a common problem. There's a lesson for you: don't go for the new shiny thing the moment it comes out, because sometimes the new shiny thing, when it comes out, doesn't work properly. And they use the real world as test, and idiots like me go and be free testers for them. Anyway, right, so last week you'll have seen I did started my Deathwing for 40k. This is just something that I'm doing with my son. He's painting up Tyranids, and I'm going to paint up 30 odd, 40 odd Space Marines, because that's all I can manage. I have I've sort of painted myself out with Space Marines over the years, and I do find them quite hard to paint, funnily enough, because of the smooth, shiny surfaces. I just don't, because they're inorganic, if you know what I mean. I prefer to paint organic things now that I'm getting older. Space Marines are just all armour, and they're a bit difficult. You wouldn't think so, would you? But they are. To paint so they look alright, they are quite hard to paint. So I'm happy if mine don't look alright. That was a joke. Anyway, had a good day out on the set the weekend with Andy. We went to see the only viable football team in the universe, Manchester City. Beat Tottenham 4-1. So that was a good day out. It's good to see Andy. I haven't seen him for a while. In fact, the last time I saw Andy was on the last match of last season, when we won the cup, and so that was last time I actually saw him. So Graham, I gave him that what's it called, organ gun. So he's got the organ gun now, so he's quite happy, and he gave me some a sprue of French line infantry that he got from Derby Games Day, and a couple of bits and pieces for Terminators, mainly shoulder pads and weapons. When actually he saved me a fortune, because I was I needed some plastic Crux Terminatus shoulder pads, and the only ones I could see were Forge World ones. I'm not paying Forge World ones for them. And I looked on eBay, and the only guy I could find was a guy in France selling the Crux Terminatus plastic shoulder pads. That's the left-hand shoulder pad, and I couldn't work, because I can't read French. I couldn't work out whether he was selling one for €2 or four for €2 or whatever. So I thought, I'll buy everything off him, because he had they said there was 3 available. So I clicked 3, and he hasn't got combined postage, so the postage would have cost me more than the flipping things, because it said €2 postage, and when I painted it, when I pressed the buy all, it said €6 postage. I thought, I'm not paying that for flipping whatever they are, shoulder pads. They don't weigh anything. Anyway, so there you go. So thanks, Andy. That's most useful. The Crux Terminator shoulder pads, top. So, as you may have also seen, moving on. The reason I keep flicking over there is my list's up there as usual, and I'm not very good at making joins between things. But anyway, the other week, there's a story here. The other week, me and Nick, British Legion, he's got his mate Steve, who's got a shop in Gravesend, and Steve has had this copy of Blood Bowl in his shop for ages, and Nick didn't want to ask him how much it was, because he assumed that it would be a lot of money. So anyway, the other day he went in and he cracked and asked how much it was. Anyway, it was a reasonable price. So he Skyped me and I said, buy it. I'll send you the money down now, and I'll send you the postage as well to post it up to me. And so then he bought it. So I wasn't happy. I was a bit miffed. So anyway, he's bought Blood Bowl. Anyway, because he's bought Blood Bowl, and I lost Blood Bowl when I got flooded. I had the 3rd edition one, and he was he's going to send me the dwarf team out of it, he says. So I look forward to getting that. But anyway, I'm on eBay, and I've been on eBay all week trying my best to get a copy of Blood Bowl, and I finally got one late on Friday night, and that should be here in the next week or so. The notice for dispatch came up this morning, so hopefully that'll arrive soon. Last week as well, I bought some Blood Bowl stuff off eBay. One of the things arrived on Friday, and I'm doing a video about that that'll go out probably later today, maybe, or in the morning, I don't know. So sports fans, there's a Blood Bowl video coming up. But I must point out, Blood Bowl is something that you only actually need 16 figures, so in total 32 for 2 teams. I'm just going to collect my Goblin team back together, but more about that in the video that's coming up later. So watch out for some Blood Bowl action. I liked Blood Bowl, it was a good game, and I've missed not having it. So anyway, not the fact that I played it for years, because I haven't played it since I found the last lunatic. And then my business partner, I sort of told him that I got it, and he said, "Oh, I've got Blood Bowl. I could have killed him." He said, I said, "What do you mean you've got Blood Bowl? You never said you got Blood Bowl." He said, "Oh yeah," he said, "I've had it for years." So well, why didn't you say? We could have been playing Blood Bowl. Could have been playing Blood Bowl all these years, but you've never said. And even though I've mentioned it in the past, you've never mentioned that you got Blood Bowl. He said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I know you lost yours. I didn't want to piss you off." So, do you know, sometimes. Anyway, so I've said I've paid his up for him as well, because he can't pay anything. So I'll be doing that. Right. Anyway, as we've been mentioning eBay, don't forget to sign my petition. The link will be below. eBay. I had a good week on eBay last week. I sold quite a lot of stuff last week that I'll never ever use, and generated a big wallop of money that I needed to because I've got to buy stuff, and it's so hard to buy stuff. Not miniatures, stuff like paint, brushes, brush soap, utility primers, all that sort of stuff, because I haven't bought anything for ages. So I thought I'd have a mid-season sort of stock up on all this stuff. And obviously I bought Blood Bowl, and I bought a few Blood Bowl bits and pieces. Impulse buys, which in some cases you regret, don't you? But anyway, I did it, so there you go. But it is so hard choosing what to buy. I've agonised, or I did all the ordering last night, and I blew all the money last night. I thought, right, I can't procrastinate anymore about this, because I'm looking at this and I'm calculating postages, and I'm saying, well, should I spend that extra £1 on that particular item? Is it worth it? Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, because any money I've got left over, I can buy some miniatures with. So it's hard to buy. It's hard to buy anything. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much stuff out there. But in the end, I bought some brushes. I bought some primers. Because I've gone for. The primers I use are these Vallejo Surface primers. Vallejo got a very, very good coloured range, so I bought some coloured primer. I bought the sand primer because I'm doing these Deathwing, but I also think the sand primer will be good for British Napoleonics, because under the red, it'll probably bring the red out better, the uniforms, and the white over sand is pretty good as well, because it gives that off-white look. So they should be good. And I can use my grey one that I've made for my for like the Württemberg and Prussians and things, because that should help the blues a lot more. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, I bought some paint. I bought some Foundry paints. I've never used Foundry paints before, but I've heard that they're quite good. So I bought some stuff for the Prussians and the French and the what's it called? The other ones from around there. Anyway, cornflower blue. So I bought those. So they should come this week from Foundry. So I've got my brushes, brush soap, some other bits and pieces of stuff that I wanted to get. And I also bought my first Württemberg figures. See, I had to do it. So I bought an infantry battalion and a couple of cannons. So they should come as well from front rank. So I'll have a look at them and all. So I'm quite excited. It's been quite a good week. I haven't bought anything for ages. Well, I have, but not stuff that I've actually needed to buy. So stocking up now, ready for the big winter push. So like I say, it is hard, and it's also I'm also being asked about my Christmas lists, and it's hard. That's hard as well. Deciding what you want for Christmas, it's so difficult. So I don't know whether to get just vouchers. I usually just get vouchers, but it is nice sometimes to open some lead. But generally I get vouchers for Christmas because nobody knows what to buy me. So anyway, talking about Christmas and Württemberg and this, does anybody have any? I like books. I mean, thanks. Oh God, my head's emptied. My head's emptied. My head's emptied. My head's emptied. Completely who it was that sent me the links to the Württemberg plates. Oh God, that's embarrassing. I'll carry on talking while I go and find out. Yes. In fact, I'll pause while I find out. Hang on. Yes, Greg Huff. Thanks very much, Greg, for them plates. Anyway, because this relates to that. Does anybody I mean, I like the online stuff because it's interesting to look at, but I like a book. I just like to physically hold the book. So, has anybody got any advice on finding a decent book on Württemberg and the Confederation of the Rhine? Doesn't just have to be uniforms and stuff, but like, you know, information about them, the units, in particular Württemberg, because that's the one that's the army that I'm painting. And want to get done. So yeah, any decent books really would be good. If I can find out as soon as I can start my machinations and get them for Christmas. Right, so that's planning done on the way. So what's coming up? Well, like I say, I've bought a few Blood Bowl figures, but the eBay ones, so they need stripping. So I'm doing a little series on them. You'll see the first one, like I say, later today or tomorrow. So that's that. But they don't take very long. I mean, this particular miniature, he arrived on Friday, and I had him stripped back to bare metal by Saturday morning. I basically painted him Saturday night, Sunday morning. So it's just little quick miniatures like that. So I've got my Deathwing that I'm doing. I won't be touching the Goblins now for a few weeks. I'm going to finish my British because they're still standing here headless because I've been distracted and I'm feeling guilty. So I just need to finish this British battalion off because hopefully I'll get this Württemberg battalion this week, which I want to start to do because I want to get my hand in on these because it's my main choice in the Napoleonic thing is the Württemberg people. So that's what I'm doing. That's what will be coming up. Obviously, it's, what is it now? Coming up to the 20. Is it the 20th of October today? I don't know. So you know, we're only what five or 6 weeks away from December, so the Advent Challenge will be upon us soon, and I'm going to do a video on the Advent Challenge in 2 weeks' time to give everybody a chance if they want to join in. You don't have to. It's not the law. But I'll just, because people have asked me questions about it, so I'll do a video this year about it, because then it's all in one place, isn't it? So that's coming up. So there you go. That's about it, really. Don't forget my petition, as I say. I don't know how many signatures I've got now. Probably not enough. Probably still need about another 4,900. But there you go. If you don't take a stand, nothing gets changed, does it? Right, so that's it for this week. I don't think there's anything else. I can't see anything else to talk about. So yeah, I'll catch you again in next week's Monday Morning Muse, and a couple of videos this week, I suppose. Alright, cheers. Bye.